Samanan tumelang mulweni Abu Shani di Macheroni. Assalamualaikum, namaste, good day, goeiedag, alweer masterkinders. My name is Winston and welcome back to my channel Bushies Wat Boer. On this channel we discuss everything relating to small scale farming and those small projects that you can do yourself, save on some money and enjoy the fruit of your labor. And in this video today, I'm going to show you how to weigh your dogs. So the first question is that why would you want to weigh your dogs? Well, it's very important to weigh your dogs. If you go to a vet, the very first thing that they do is to say get onto the scale, and that is because that when the vet looks at your dogs or treats your dog, they already know how much the dog weighs in order to know how much of medication, of which type of medication to give your dog. Now in our case, where our dogs are generally healthy, we need to know how much they weigh in order for us to give them the correct dosage in terms of deworming. And deworming happens every 3 months, so you need to constantly know what your dog or your cat weighs for that matter. So let's jump into it. Now that you know why you should weigh your dog, let's jump into how you should deworm them. So first of all, if your dog or your cat weighs less than 2 kilograms, then the normal scale that we as humans use won't pick that up. So the bigger scales that the vet use, those are expensive. If you can afford to buy that, then yes, by all means go buy that. If you have cattle and stuff and you anyways have the cattle or the scale that you use for your sheep or your cows and stuff, you can use that as well. But if you don't, like myself, I don't as yet, so I use a normal scale that us as humans use. But when your dog and your cat is like less than 2 kilograms, it does not register that weight, so you're gonna have to use a gram scale. And I'll leave a link over here where I dewormed the kittens and I had to weigh them on a gram scale. It's a normal small scale that you weigh your dogs in. I'll also leave another link over here where I did the pecan nut, how we package the pecan nuts. We also use that very same a gram scale to weigh the pecan nuts because it's less than a kilogram, or it's up to a kilogram, or we package them according to kilograms. So now that the puppies are a little bit bigger, we are gonna use our normal scale that we use, and that's the method number 2, the normal scales that we use. So let me show you how we do that. Alright, so I'm gonna start with my pick of the litter. Let me just switch on. Okay, there you see that she's 5.1 kilograms at 8 weeks. She's 8 weeks tomorrow. I'm busy giving them their 8 weeks dewormer medication. So that's gonna help me because one tablet is for 10 kilogram of dog. So I'm gonna give her a half a tablet right now. Alright, so remember, when you give your dogs dewormer, you give them dewormer every second week from 2 weeks up until 12 weeks. When they turn 12 weeks, you give them every month until they turn 6 months, and from 6 months on you give them every 3 months. I'm just going to switch it on again so you can see that it's still 5. Okay, she just moved a little bit, which is fine. She's just tired of sitting down now. I'm going to do it with 2 more of the dogs so you can see the difference. And yeah, I am actually with the runt of the litter, or as I would call her, the runt of the litter. And let me just switch it back on and show you that she's 3.8. She's the smallest, and she's also less than 5 kilos, or 5 kilos. I can give her half a tablet. And here I have one of the males. This was actually the smaller male that outgrew the other one, and you can see that he is 4. Let me just switch it on. Okay, he's just an active bundle of joy, but he's 4.5 kilograms, so he's also going to get like half a tablet. So that's 2 ways of weighing your dog. I'm gonna go through the third one, which is the most common one that everybody obviously use, especially when you have bigger dogs. I'm gonna start with Whitey, because then with Whitey I can carry him and explain while I'm doing it. With the others I can't, so I'm just gonna be showing you. So basically what we're gonna do is I'm gonna lift up the dog. The third way of doing it is right without those fancy weighing machines and all that. you have to have a normal scale that you would weigh yourself on, and then you will pick up the dog and hold it in your hand. But you have to hold it here in the center so that the scale can pick up the whole weight. So all the weight is like right about here, right? And you have to balance the dog. So then you will take the weight of you with the dog, and then you'll put down a dog and weigh yourself without the dog, and you minus the two from each other, and that will give you the weight of the dog. So let me show you how it's done with the adults. Okay, so this is Whitey, and this is how we carry the dog. Obviously you want to carry him and level the weight, and all I'm going to do is step on the levels. Just tell me when. Move. Here we have Whitey, and what you want to do is keep the weight centered so the scale can pick up all the weight. So let me step up and switch it on. Okay, Daniel, what does it say?
It says 88.7.
88.7. So if I put Whitey down, it's the weight with Whitey. Now I'm going to weigh myself without Whitey, and I'm kind of a skinny dude, so let's see. It's 65.4. So 88.8 minus 65.4 means that's 23.2 kilograms. That means Whitey is about 23.2 kilos, and if I deworm him, one tablet is for 10 kilograms, so I'll give him 3 tablets in order to accommodate his whole body mass. So this is Shasha, and let's see what the number says.
105.4.
105.4. I was 65.4, so that means she weighs 40 kilograms. Let's go on.
No.
Okay, move now. This is Heidi. How much does she weigh?
100. It's still scrolling, sorry. Almost end. 176.7.
Now that is a lot of weight.
176.7 hours. 65.4. 176. So that's 110. No, 101. 101.3 kilograms. So she has picked up a lot of weight. And that's how you weigh your dogs. So another reason why you would want to weigh your dogs or know the weight of your dogs is also because of feeding guidelines. If you are somebody that follows the manufacturer of your dog foods guidelines to say your dog weighs this much and is this old, then they give you guidelines on how much to feed them, like I do. Okay, I give them a little bit more than what they need, but I follow the manufacturer's guidelines. So if you know what your dog weighs, whether puppy or adult, even kittens or cats, when you buy dog food, just check on the packet. It shows you how much you must the amount of food you must give your dog per day compared to their weight. So you need to give them so they can get the most out of the food to develop properly like they're supposed to. If you feed raw, there's also a percentage of weight of food that you need to give them compared to what they weigh. So that's also another reason why you want to know what the weight of your dog is. Okay, so I am out of breath. They made me jump today. 110. How much? 110. 101. 110. No, man, 111. Ooh, I can't do the math now. I'll put it on the screen for you. I can't think, but that's how you weigh your dogs without any fancy equipment. You can do it with a plain old weigh or scale like you would weigh yourself, but then again it's a lot more it needs man labor or manpower, so you need somebody that can carry that weight in order to weigh your dogs properly, so that you can also give them medication according to the weight. But that's it from me for now. Until next time, if you know any other way of weighing a dog easier, more effectively than what I did, please comment in the comment section down below. Please like the video if you like it. If you don't, give me the dislike button. But if you haven't subscribed as yet, please consider subscribing and also clicking on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever we have a new upload.
Bye.
That's it from me for now. Until next time, keep well, stay safe, stay blessed. Away.